Hi friends, welcome back. It's been a while. I wanted to do my little Sunday talks regularly, but life started kicking my ass, so I was like, let me just get back right before I sit and make videos when like I got other shit to do, or like I'm not even like in the headspace to be doing that. And then also, obviously my hair is different. I'm so happy because that last hair, it was like cute from a distance and cute when I take a picture, but in person and on camera I was like, this is bothering me. So I'm back with a new wig. I don't know how to pronounce where I got it from, but I really like it. It's super soft. At first I was like a little bit nervous about the length because it's not that long, but I actually really like it. So that's that. This video is just gonna be about living alone, seasonal depression, and probably just some random stuff because I just feel away today, but a good way. So let's get in. I of course have my notebook that I've shown you all before. It's really like my brain but on paper type shit. So I thought I wrote down the stuff I wanted to talk about, but I guess I didn't, so I'm going off the dome. Okay, so first off, I live alone. I probably have said that before. I really like it. I enjoy being able to come home and there's like no one talking, or like if I don't want to clean, I don't have to. If I don't want to make my bed, ain't nobody gonna be like, because my mom was super big on that, like make your bed, and I'm like, I don't have to do that. Or if I make some food and it don't come out right, there's no one here to judge me. Like I can really do anything. So I definitely enjoy the aspect of living alone. And I also feel like this year was such an important year for me, like as a person. I'm not saying that I accomplished like my wildest dreams or anything like that, but I feel like personally I've grown so much this year, and I do think living alone helped with that, because this is my first time in my life living alone. I have always, when I was, okay, obviously growing up I was at home, then I went to college, and then I have roommates of course, and then after college I moved to Detroit, lived with my friend, and then I lived with my aunt. So now is the first time that it's really just me, like no distractions. If something's wrong with me, it's not like I can just go sit and watch a movie with somebody that's gonna distract me from it. It's like, I really have dealt with things this year, and I feel like super enlightened. And I know my mom again, I know she'd be like, girl, who do you think you are, like Buddha? But I just feel so like I'm in such a good space, and I'm like, even when bullshit be happening in my life, like more recently, like financial stuff happened, and I'm like 2 years ago, that would have been the end. Like I would have been like, take me out the game because I'm through. But now I'm just like, I mean, that really does suck, but it's not the end of the world. Like life goes on. So I'm really happy to have been able to live alone. My lease is up soon, and I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I do think that everyone should live alone. Like, I think it's super crucial to learn about yourself and learning what you like, what you don't like, and just like learning to have fun with yourself. Because I feel like people make it seem like it's so weird to like go out to eat by yourself, or I don't know, just do stuff by yourself. And I'm like, nah, I like being alone. Like I'm cool. Like I just like being alone. So I'm happy to have been able to do this, of course. And next, I just want to talk about seasonal depression for a second. Obviously, it's that time of the year where it gets dark at like 5, really, because by the time I get off work, I'll be like, okay, I guess it's nighttime now. And it's weird because it also has been making me tired. Like I feel tired all the time, and I think it's just because it's dark or something. But I think that it's obviously not having sunlight affects you. Like if people feel like it don't, it do. Like that, it really affects you. Ooh, I'm gonna drop that, but it affects you because I don't know why, probably some scientific reason, but it just makes your mood different. And it's also that time where it's the holidays and people's family situations are different, so that causes stuff. Or I mean, of course it feels like we're in a rat race with social media, like gotta keep up, and you feel like you're falling behind, which I've been doing better with, because there are periods where I'm like, dang, everybody got a fucking BMW and this Givenchy bag I want, and I don't, and I'm like, what am I doing? But I'm also like, girl, that's their path, not yours. So I know that people are like, comparison is a thief of joy or whatever. I'll just be like, mind yours, like do your own shit. Life gonna come together at some point. But still, it is easy to fall into seasonal depression. Rather you have these mantras written across your brain, like it's hard because it's dark. And you just really come, especially living alone, like I really just be like, if something's bothering me, I'm sitting with it, and it's dark at that. Like it's not like it's sunny and then I'm happy. Like, nah, I'm sitting with it. So I think what I've done to stay out of it, because last year was really bad and I never really even realized it in the moment until looking back on it. I'm like, I would go to work, and I was living in Detroit at that time, and I was living with my aunt. Come home, I'm in the bed, like laying there, like I felt heavy. So now I'm like, obviously in a different space, but even more so to make sure I don't ever slip back into certain habits of seasonal depression. I make sure like my window is open. Even, it's kind of weird because there's apartments around me, so people can see, like I can see the people across. They can probably see me, like, what this girl doing in front of this camera. But I have my windows open a lot, especially when it's during the day and I'm at home for sunlight. But even if it's at night, I'm like, y'all really can't see me because it's dark. So I have my windows open just because I live downtown, so it's like it's well lit up. So I try to make sure I have my windows open, and if I don't, I have a night light. I like to have light because I feel like that just makes me feel better, really. So I try to make sure I do that. Playing music or podcasts is so beneficial. Like, I don't feel alone almost, but it's also not, I don't want to have people over all the time. So I love listening to podcasts and taking baths and just like falling into stories that aren't related to my life. I try not to listen to ones about politics because that makes me feel overwhelmed. So I listen to My League, My Taught You, and I listen to This American Life. And This American Life, well, I listen to My League when I'm like cleaning and stuff, like doing something I'm focused on, but I'm really focused on what she's saying because it's so important. Like, she like telling you how to grind, how to get your shit together. But if I'm in the bath and I'm chilling, I'm listening to This American Life because they just tell random stories that I don't feel connected to, but that I'm really interested in. So it takes my mind off of whatever is bothering me for that moment, or if I do feel like, oh, I'm alone, like it just makes me feel better. But I mean, everyone, like, I don't know, seasonal depression is a big thing. When I was younger, I heard this girl at the beach talking about it, and I'm like, what is this girl talking about seasonal depression? That is not real. And I'm like, now that I've gotten older, I'm like, she was absolutely right. I wish I could find that woman and be like, I should have listened to you then. Then lastly, I just want to say I am just so, like, I feel so happy within myself. Like I said, goofy shit do be happening, but it's so important to, I saw Lori Swank, I think that's her name. She's a stylist that I like, but she was basically like, she's learned to calm herself because storms will always come, but they'll always pass. So it's important to just be calm. And I'm like, that is the most important thing I've heard, because it's real. Like I said, if shit that happens to me today happened 2 years ago, I would have been like, put me out the game. Like, I'm done. But now I'm like, this sucks, but there's more to life. Like, I still gotta wake up and go to work tomorrow, or I still gotta wake up, I got shit to do. So can't sit here and wallow in it, just walk through it. So I'm really happy, honestly. Like, I don't know, I feel like in the past too, if people knew me, of course I would never be walking around like wallowing in my issues, but I just feel like I feel lighter, which makes everything better. Like, I can talk to people and they can feel like, this bitch is happy. Like, so I'm really happy, and it took a lot of work to get here. Like, like self-work is so hard because it's so hard to first recognize your own faults. Like y'all could talk to somebody that's anti-Shardy, and they could point out all my flaws, and I'm like, it's not that I think I'm perfect, but I recognize these things and I'm working on them. Like, I want to be the most my most supreme self, and I feel like as soon as I get money, I'm going to a therapist, like period, point blank. Because I feel like even with that, so many people, especially black people that go to therapy, they are so enlightened. Like, when I look at Will and Jada, and I know people are like, why they yo people relationship goals? I don't even look at that shit, but it's like they seem so enlightened, like all the time. Like, I'm sure their lives aren't perfect, but their aura is just like, this is zen. And I feel that way about like Jay-Z. I feel that way about a lot of wealthier black people, but I also attribute that to therapy, not just because they're wealthy. So it's hard to like be like, these are my faults, this is why, but this is how I'm gonna work through it. Because I was talking to my friend recently, and she's like, and she's in therapy, she's like, I understand why I am the way I am, but I don't know how to get out of it, and I don't know how to work through this within myself. So it's definitely like an uphill battle. Like, it takes time. It took me a whole year to like really get to this point, and I'm really happy about that. So that's the end of my chit chat today. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, of course, and next time you see me, it'll be a video with my friend Cassie. And then I plan on being more consistent, because I love being, it's not so much that I love like recording, I just like being in front of camera, like pictures, and I don't have anyone to take pictures of me for real. So I try to compensate with doing videos or taking my own pictures now. So I just love being in front of the camera. So I plan to be more consistent, and thanks for watching. Bye.